Hello, my loves. Thank you for being here. I appreciate you choosing to share your time and space with me. What an energy and a time that we're living in. The energy feels very much like this. It's like this full circle. It feels like the collective has come into a space of integration, but it's like where the integration is now taking form. It's like you've gone through the gestation process. You've gone through um it's like understanding. It's like you're seeing things from a different light. That is the energy that is coming through. It's like the energy feels shifted in a way where the collective is feeling like things are making sense. Like things are starting to be integration, but within movement of, it's like movement, but it's like restful movement. It's almost like the collective crashed out, and not crashed out like emotionally crashed out. It feels like the collective's energy completely crashed and then came back online, rejuvenated, renewed in a different, completely in a different space. I don't know about you guys. Wow, I split the deck. I can't make this up. We have the Hierophant and the Death card. This feels like validation of that. It's we're leaving one space and moving into another space, but it's because we're moving with the higher wisdom. It's because we're moving with higher knowledge. And it definitely feels like yeah, it's just this new energy. Let me see. A few cards came out. Wow, a lot of wand energy. So you're starting your reading with the Page of Cups, which is this new creative energy, these new creative opportunities, ideas, thought process or creations that are bringing more emotional fulfillment and balance within your emotional state. And with it being the page, it's very much in like the new stages. It's like the developing stages. It may be something that you've held within your mind for a long time, and now is something that is coming into fruition because of you creating it, quite literally. Or you coming into the space of being safe to, I was just called to look at the fish poking its head out the cup, and it's like you're feeling safe to come to poke your head out and to see how, like, it's almost like this energy tap, like this, not energy tap, but like this tap in of energy to poke your head out. And it's like, oh wait, like I'm doing okay, this is okay. It's almost like this reassuring, like you're poking your head out to see if things are okay, and it's like, oh wait, this is better than I thought. And so it's like that checking in. That's the energy I was looking for. It's like this emotional check-in that you're doing, and it feels like it's coming from a space of you allowing yourself to rest. And babe, when I tell you, I have been sleeping these past 2 nights, like the deepest sleep. And today I woke up like from this slumber that felt like I was coming out of a completely different realm, which I know that we do go into different realms when we sleep, but it felt so tangible. And like, it's as soon as I woke up and I like got going, spirit was like, we need to sit down and read. So that's where I'm at. Like I woke up and did stretching and made my tea and sat down. And it feels like it's like this coming out of the darkness, like the darkness of this cup. It's like maybe something's been sitting in the depths of your soul for a long time, and now it's emerging, or now you're creating it and you're letting it see the light of day. But it comes after this like pause, this rest, this nurturing of yourself. And it doesn't feel like it was even something you intentionally did. It's just like your body called for it and you let it happen. Your body called for you to create something and you let it happen. And now it's like you're poking your head out to see if everything's okay. And you're like, wow, it's all better than I could have imagined. Or it's like, well, my reality is a lot better than I could have thought. And it's like you're allowing yourself to feel safe within being the creator right now. You are quite literally in this magic creation phase of knowing that you can create anything you want. The Queen of Wands she's like the creator. She's like the magician of all the queens in the suit, right? She holds her wand, and I just heard abracadabra. And so it's, holding her wand and speaking it into existence, and then allowing things to bloom from the dark spaces. Like, for me, the cat on the Queen of Wands is significant to shadow work and seeing things from a different perspective and allowing self to move through that. And it feels like when I look at the cat in the front, it's like almost like you've become one with this shadow aspect of yourself, and now your shadow aspect of yourself is like protecting you, because you're realizing that when you're triggered, there's something within inside of you that is calling for something. And it may be like the instant need to pull away from something, or just, it could be just an overall trigger where you're now like seeing it from a way of, well, why did that trigger me? Like, you're seeing it from a way of growth. You're allowing things to move you in a way of growth, and it's like you've mastered that. And it's like you've mastered the things that used to once trigger you, and you're not letting things affect you like they used to, because you understand that you are this sitting in this space of creation, and you're sitting in this space of bloom and evolution, and you're sitting in peace and joy. Like, her wearing a yellow robe is peace and joy. It's like you're cloaked in that, and you're draped in that, and you're this royal energy. And it's like, for the first time, you're able to see yourself in that, in this light, and you're able to use your words for power, and you're charging forth on this path and allowing yourself to experience things in a new way, knowing that it's all happening for you. And so you're in this space of knowing that you have a lot of options, and it might feel a little overwhelming. I'm getting like this overwhelming energy a little bit with this Three of Wands. It's like, that you have a lot of options, but you don't know which direction to go into. And what I'm hearing right now is to trust that the path is already laid out for you, that you can walk multiple paths at once, that because you are a magnificent divine being, and time isn't linear, and you're not linear, and your healing is not linear, nothing is linear. And so it's you're allowed to walk multiple paths at once, and it feels like you're coming into a space of maybe feeling safe within that. And when it's like, the overstimulation is just a lot of options. It's like you're having a lot of things come to you at once. Could be a lot of ideas, a lot of thought processes, a lot of maybe triggers resurfacing or have surfaced, and you're working through that now. But it's like, again, this energy of understanding how it is all truly working for you, and spirit really wants you to know that your magic comes in dividends. Like the Queen of Wands, she's in her power, she's holding her wand, and again, I keep hearing abracadabra over and over and over. And so please mind your words in this time. Please make sure that your words and your mind are in alignment with the actions and what you're creating in your life, and for this world. So right after you have the Two of Wands. And so when I said of this world, it's like I was called to pick this up because they're holding the world in their hands. And on the Three of Wands, it's like they're standing on top of the world, is what it seems like. Because look at the image of the world on the Two of Wands, and then look at the image of what they're standing on the Three. The coloring looks like it goes from standing on top to holding it in your hands. And I know that traditionally in tarot, it's like we read it from 2 to 3 and everything. Tarot creates a story, and it's so beautiful. In this particular reading, with the coming out 3 and 2, it's almost like you had to see something. It's like you had to see something. It's like you had to come into something, you had to stand on top of it all in order for you to hold it in your hands, to understand how you hold the power, how abracadabra you hold the power. And it's also like understanding maybe where you were holding yourself back in this energy of like that like overwhelming sense of not knowing which direction to go into, while spirit is reminding you that the path is already laid out, and to just trust every step that you put in front of each other, and to trust that your own will right now is your driving life force, and it is the will and your power of who you are and how you've come to claim who you are in this is allowing you to move through things in a new way. And on this two of wands, there's a wand that is still shackled to the structure. And so it's like there's something keeping you a little bit stuck within this energy of being shackled. And what came after was the devil card. And on this card, they are shackled, right? They are being bound together here. And so I'm trying to hide the images of these cards. Okay. You can see how they're bound together in the middle here. And it's like they're being bound by something that isn't necessarily serving them. There's something that is still not serving you, that maybe you're allowing too much into your energetic field, or you're allowing to have still too much power over you, in the sense of like it's causing you to question yourself. I feel like that nose itch was confirmation for somebody. But it's like there's this energy of, that you can do anything at this time, because you've come into a space of understanding your power and your magic, while also creating so much new in this time, where it's like, you have different avenues and different opportunities, and there are different thought patterns and processes coming to you. But it's like you're still allowing something to keep you held back. There's still something that is keeping you stuck within this space of not moving completely forward within this. And what came out was the Ace of Swords, which is new thought patterns. You're receiving new mental structures, you're receiving new downloads, and it's spirit is saying to trust that. Trust what is coming to you, trust your intuition, because you are in this space of being in the Page of Cups and the Queen of Wands, of being in the creation mode and being in your magic. And it feels like what is keeping you bound is your own thought patterns, and to allow that to be the key to unlock the shackle. But it feels like it's a residual thing, and it feels like with the Devil card being right in front of the Ace of Swords, to be really mindful of the words you're speaking and the people that you're surrounding yourself with, because we as divine beings, as empathetic souls, as people who are moving within their power, we are very sensitive to energy. Babe, you have been able to pick up on energy since the beginning of time, quite literally. And it's like you're seeing yourself in this magical force for the first time, of understanding how you were always right about people, you were always right about places, the thoughts and the things that you were thinking, like, that came to you. It's like these things come to you, and you once doubted that. It's like you didn't know how to trust that, and now you are. It's like you're in this space of being able to see things and people for who they are. And so, yes, be mindful of, your thoughts, and trust your downloads that are coming to you. But also be mindful of the people and the places that you're putting your energy in, because you will absorb some of that. We'll create our own protective bubbles, and we'll do everything in our power to stay within our power. But there's this sense of having to have this discernment and moderation with certain energies. And it feels like you know exactly who and what I'm talking about. It's like whatever is draining you, whatever takes from your magic, whatever takes from your life force, whatever is keeping you shackled here, whatever is keeping you stuck and bound to thought patterns, things and places that don't resonate with you in this space anymore, it's time to allow yourself to let that go. That is what is keeping you stuck within the two worlds. It's like where the collective is going through this major shift, and I'm being called to pick up the Two of Wands again. It's like the collective has been going through this major shift of old world and new world, and it's the old world and new world within yourself, right? We can talk about the collective new world and old world, but what if, I challenge that perspective to say that you are the world. If you are the world, then, you are shifting within two worlds within yourself. And if collectively we're all doing that, that's why the vibration of the earth feels split like that in two different polar shifts, is because the collective is quite literally doing this work, and you are the world, babe. Like, you hold a world within your hands. You are the world, and you know that you hold the power within your own world because it is you. Abracadabra. And so there's this need to have a lot of discernment and moderation again with certain thought patterns, people, places, and things, because it's like knowing that you need to walk away, choosing the enlightened path, and using your intuition, right? Using your intuition to understand that spaces are not meant to be permanent, and we're meant to evolve. We're meant to grow and bloom and then carry on, right? Like, it's like this energy of being in this world, this lush world that you created. And why did I say rush on accident? It's like maybe you're rushing something. Maybe you're wanting something faster. You're wondering why it's not happening. You're wondering why you keep ending up in these same situations. And Spirit just says it's because you're keeping yourself shackled to something that is pulling you back into that vibration. And only you, my love, can choose the different path. You can either stay here and allow yourself, sure, look at how they're radiating. You can stay here, but what's going to happen is eventually this bloom is going to wilt away and die, and then what? And then what are you going to do? And so there's this need to know when it's time to move on and take the new path, and take a path that you don't know, take a path that is leading to higher enlightenment. It's like, that as within, so below, moving towards enlightenment and receiving enlightenment as you're moving on that path. Abracadabra. Abracadabra is the magic word of the reading, babe. And so that means that there's just so much magic circling you and this collective and everything you're doing. So allow yourself to move in that way. Allow yourself to allow yourself to hold that power, knowing that you are the world, you are the magic that you seek, and only you can have the discernment and power to move accordingly. Wow. The Chariot card flipped over. Again, leaving certain situations, leaving certain places, leaving a comfortability that has maybe always brought you comfortability, and moving into new enlightened spaces. I was just called to look at the star on their crown. Again, like, wow. Look at that. It's enlightenment, my love. It's like you're coming into this space of enlightenment. You know exactly what I'm talking about. You know exactly what's holding you back. You know exactly who's holding you back. You know exactly what is holding you back. And so now you have the choice to move away from it, or you have the choice to stay within it. And I just heard to choose your magic. Abracadabra. Oh, wow. Quite literally, there's something you're not seeing. It's almost like in order for you to see this offer that universe, spirit, your guides, your ancestors want to offer you, you have to allow what is no longer bringing you the fulfillment. You have to shift your perspective. right? Because this person is staring at these cups and clearly they're unhappy. It's almost like these cups once brought them emotional fulfillment. And so now that they're not, and I'm seeing these cups on this card here as like empty, and it's like you're waiting for something to refill a space. You're waiting for something to refill your cup, and it's not going to. Because if you shifted your perspective and you stop waiting for these cups to be filled, you would see that you have an offer over here that wants to offer you complete abundance. Because look here on the adjacent here, it looks like that could be a body of water, right? And so if you shifted your perspective, you would also see that there is plenty. And you would also see that there is so much more than what you've been sitting in for so long. All you have to do is shift your perspective and see things from a different perspective, from a higher perspective. And the third eye is just so, your third eye is your guide. And the third eye is very prevalent in this reading with, wow. I wish I could turn this camera and have you see how these cards are laid out. Let me see. Because, okay, I'm going to pick this up because this is what I was called to look at. So you have the Queen of Wands and she's wearing her crown on top of her head. And then you have the Devil card and they're wearing the upside down pentagram over their crown chakra, right? And then you have the Chariot that came out. They came out, let me see. Let me set these up here so that they are in how they came out while also staying within guidelines. So this is how they came out. And when I look at these, I'm called to look at how it's like the blockage again is something that you're holding on to, because her crown, she's wearing her crown. And then you go into the Devil card where there's like the upside down, to me means that there's like, in this particular reading, what I'm getting is that there's like been a slowdown or a regression, or maybe you not fully trusting yourself. And then you move into the Chariot card right here, right? And so on the Chariot card, they're moving out of a situation with enlightenment because their crown has a star over their third eye. So they're able to move with clarity and discernment that they always possessed, but are now in alignment with. And so this very much feels like that is the collective shift that is happening, is this, the shift of the worlds. Ooh, confirmation. That was a like deep silent one. That one came from my soul. Thank you, Spirit. Ooh, that is like full validation for me in just how you are the world, and you are quite literally shifting your own worlds individually from an old world narrative to a new world narrative. And I'm just so freaking proud of you, because you doing this work, my love, is shifting the collective vibration in ways that I don't even think we could fully perceive at this time. But it's like, I also, within that, I also do feel like we can see it. It's like we can see how great things can be. We can see how great we are. We can see how great other people are. And in discernment, we can also see the duality of that, when, you know, it's not great, or the place isn't great, or the person isn't, you know, meant for us. King Tide, plenty, prosperity, receiving the fullness of life. Wow. And so it's that energy of you shifting into that new world vibration of understanding that when you open your arms up to receive, you do receive. It's just how you allow it, right? It's your energy calling in the energy. Look at how their arms are open on that card. And it's like, they look at all the energy around them on the image of this card. It's like they are the matter. Yes, they look like they have human form here, but they are matter. They are plasma. And look at when their arms open, how they harness this power. And so it's like, as within, so below. Abracadabra, abracadabra, abracadabra. Like, you understand how your world, your internal world, also shifts and vibrates exterior to you. And so it's allowing you to receive in such a plentiful way. And this very much feels like that abracadabra energy of you mastering the tides of your own self to transmute outside of you to create something beautiful. And again, I'm looking at this card, seeing how all the matter below is like just scattered matter, and then how they're harnessing it to create a beautiful portal. Ooh, babe. Ooh, thank you, Spirit. Ooh, 3 came out. I thought only 2. Okay. Oh, some of these cards I don't know if I've seen before. Look at this new world bringing us new energy, babe. I'm so thankful for you. I'm not sure I know how to say this properly. And so I apologize if I don't say it properly. Inkau, healer, seer, priest, priestess, soul purpose. This is you stepping into your new world energy, my love. And look at that beautiful magic coming from their third eye, from their crown chakra. This is you allowing the new thought patterns to happen and allowing yourself to move from your third eye and to see and perceive from your third eye and allowing it to manifest outside of you. Because you are the healer, you are the seer, you are the priest, the priestess, and you're moving in your soul purpose more now than ever. And if you feel like you're on the brink of moving in your soul purpose, but there's just something stopping you, please take note of the reading and how it is a choice that you're making to keep yourself stuck in something that is keeping you attached to the old world. Because in this new world that you're moving into, babe, you cannot bring everything and everyone with you. And so there's just this need to call in and trust yourself. Gentle force, consistency, persistence, patience, the long game. Remember when I said earlier that there's like this sense of rushing, and Spirit is saying not to rush through it? This feels like that, and again, look at that image. Look at that image, babe. Look at that portal. Look at that, how they're using their hands. It's like within all the dry, barren lands around you, you are the infinite source, is what I'm getting. Because I'm just looking at the image of this card, and this looks to be like a desert landscape, like maybe like a mountainscape. And then you have this portal, which is a very feminine portal. And within that, there's this well and this infinite world of knowledge and abundance and resources. And look at how their hand is creating this magic. Abracadabra. You're in this space of this gentle nurturing of yourself and your power, and this is where you're finding your consistency. You're putting the work forth in consistent effort, and this is not something to be rushed. This is something to enjoy the process of, because I just heard it escaped. Something about you're seeing the bigger picture. You're seeing the bigger picture within this, and it's like slow down the need to have it all right now. Slow down the need to completely shift worlds right now. Everything is a process, and everything happens on purpose. And so if you're needing to clear up loose ends, tie up loose ends, cut cords, this is the time to do it. But have patience with yourself. be gentle with yourself and know that it's not like an overnight thing where you can just wake up one day and things are better. This is, you're working at it. You've been working at it and continue to work at it, because there's something bigger at play than you could even perceive right now. So there may be a rush to get somewhere, a rush to feel something, but there's no need to rush because it's already laid out for you. It's just a matter of time until you get there, and you have to go through the process and the journey in order to get it, and in order to fully be able to receive everything. Cosmic oceans, current dreams, future realities, new beginnings. Babe, my love, come on. Like, we can't even try to make this up. Like, the way that this just ties in the reading completely. And like, I'm seeing the image of them on this card, and it's like they're coming out of this portal. It's like, oh my gosh. This is what I'm getting when I look down at these oracles. You're creating the portal, okay? You're sitting within the magic of the portal, and you're understanding how to be the alchemist of this magic within the portal. And now this is you emerging from that portal. This is beautiful. This is so beautiful, and I'm so proud of you, because shifting your perspective is it's hard. Shifting perspective and allowing self to live in a space that we've never lived in within ourselves is really challenging. And it's things that, it's not something that we can easily talk about with people, because not a lot of people are on this journey, right? And maybe there's a message within that of cutting those ties and aligning with the people who are in alignment with this journey, so that you do feel less alone. And like, there's this energy of strength in numbers. Bottom of the deck. Oh my gosh, my stomach right now just like turned in the most beautiful way, because you're ending this with the 4 of Wands. Use your words wisely. Take actions in accordance to your 4 of Wands. This is the wish fulfillment card. This is you getting everything, okay? And so by shifting your perspective into this, oh my gosh, babe. Oh my gosh, I'm sorry. That was probably so loud. I just got really excited because and my hands just got so sweaty, like instantly. Right underneath the 4 of Wands, my love, you have the Magician. Just validation of the abracadabra energy. Validation that you get to have everything you want. Bottom of the deck on the Oracle, the Water Oracle. Whew. Psychic abilities, acting on visions, it's destined. Oh my gosh! I want to cry. Like, my eyes instantly got watery. I'm so freaking happy for you, because you deserve to have this, babe. This has been something I feel like, it's been really challenging, and life's been really challenging, and it feels like the collective has been sitting in kind of a darker space for a while, but that's exactly where we were meant to be, because we find our magic within the shadows. We do our healing within the shadows. We can see ourselves so deeply within the shadows, and my love, the work you've been doing has not been for nothing. I'm so proud of you. Spirit is so proud of you. I just feel like this warmth around my shoulders right now, like a big hug. And so thank you so much for choosing this path, and for choosing your healing, and for choosing to do the hard things, because leaving things behind, leaving places behind, leaving people behind, choosing yourself and choosing your healing and choosing your path is not the easy path, but it's the fulfilling path. It's the path to enlightenment. And I'm so proud of you. Go speak your words wisely and move in alignment with the world that you want to live in, because abracadabra, babe. And my camera just went it like beat a bit when I pulled these cards up and I said that. So the energy is palpable. I love you so much, and I'm so proud of you. I know this was a long message, but the message felt very powerful and very intentional, and I'm really just thankful to be able to receive this and to be able to deliver it to you, because you deserve everything. You deserve the wish fulfillment and the emotional fulfillment, and to live in your power, and to know exactly who you are, and to leave behind everything that isn't meant to come with you in the new earth vibration. So thank you again. I really appreciate you choosing to share time and space with me. If any of this resonated, I would love if you dropped a sunflower in the comments. And if you could subscribe, that would mean everything to me. I really appreciate you. And I love that you're in this phase of bloom, babe. Go get it. Go run the freaking get it. I love you. Enjoy your day. I will see you in the next reading. I am so honored always to be able to share this space with you. Go be great, my love.